420 feet of pipe right here. Well, this is my well right here. I'm surrounded by rocks, so nobody hits it. All it does is go to this outdoor hydrant right here. That's it. I picked up a ton of 1-inch PVC, schedule 40. I want to tap into it here, and I want to run it this way and that way behind this garage here. I want to put a garden over there, and then I want to run it all the way over this way too. Another 200, 300 feet over there. So I'll have water over there as well. But let me show you the current setup here. All right, so the well water came into this house at one time. It comes into this 1-inch PVC right here, and it goes into this pressure tank. Then it comes out of the pressure tank, and then it just ends right here. That's where it ends. I believe up there somewhere it does cut off and go into that hydrant that was sitting out here, probably under the ground right there. This is above the ground, completely exposed, but it is under this house here. I've never had a problem with it freezing, just sitting on top of the ground right here. So I'm not too concerned with that. But what I want to do is, what is this here? That's just a wire for, yeah, just lying on the ground. I don't know what that's for. This should be the well pump wire right here. I don't know what that one is. You see the power that comes in the house right here. That's the main conduit. It goes underground right here, and then it comes up to this pole. So I'm going to have to manually dig here. I'll probably come this way around here, and then I can use a machine past that point. I do not want to hit that wire for sure. This is not labeled very well, but let's see if we can figure out what the well line is. I'm going to turn this one off. I can test the voltage. That's completely off. So this, I believe, is the switch, the pressure switch that tells it, hey, if it finds pressure coming here, then turn on the pump. Yes, all the water has stopped draining. So I've emptied all the water out of the expansion tank, or whatever type of tank this calls. I think this is a what do you call these tanks? Pressure tanks. They got like a bladder in them, so you don't cycle the pump on and off for every little time you turn on the faucet. So that should be completely empty now, which is good. The power's off for that now. Okay, so what I want to do is, this is a one inch down to a 3/4 inch. I think I can take this off, give me a 1 inch like this. I've got a couple of valves, so maybe I'll pick up one more valve, and then I should have enough fittings to do what I need to do. So let me go to the store and let's get down to business. Definitely a roof. I'm digging here and I did find a conduit, but this looks only like a 3/4 inch conduit. I do not think that is the big conduit coming into the house. You know what? I know what that is. That's going to the garage. I bet you that. Okay, that's the conduit going to the garage, because it's like a foot deep. So any self-respecting electrical engineer would have probably done it. It's not even a foot deep. That's got to be 8 inches deep. So we have not hit this big pipe yet. Hopefully I won't hit it, because I'm not going that deep. All right, I think that's all I'm going to do for now by hand. That's about 15 feet. And it's not that deep, but it'll give me enough room to hook up under there, run a pipe here, and then I can get a machine and go that way. And then the other pipe is going to go out underneath the house, and then I'll get a machine on that end and go wherever I need to go over there. Okay, I've decided to take this off here and try to get a 1 inch adapter and just get rid of all the 3/4 inch. We'll just go from 1 inch to everything out in the field. That moves. There we go. I think I got it loose. That's good. That didn't work, so went to the store and got a coupling. Maybe this will fit on here better. I don't know how tight to do it. Maybe a little bit tighter. All right, well, there you go. I'm not going to put another valve on this way, just because I don't want to bury it, and this will be fine. One valve there, one valve there. I can put one downstream here if I need to later. But what I want to do is turn this off and turn this on before I do anything else, see if there's any leaks right here. Should turn on automatically, I think. Okay, so it's leaking. That's not good. That's not what I want. That's got to be tighter. Dang it! I shouldn't have glued that. I should have just tested that. Now I got to cut that off, get a coupler, fix that. Ah, why didn't I test that first? All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut that off, twist that tighter. Still dripping. All right, I think we're finally good. All right, we're gonna try this out. I got this back together, covered up, and let me turn this valve off so that then when I turn this one open, it will go and hopefully shoot out that way. Are you ready? You want the honors? Okay, here we go. Oh, I hear it. Oh my goodness. That's some good pressure. Some really good pressure. Look at that. That's what I want to see. Okay. Turn that off. That cleaned out that pipe. I'm going to do it on the other side and clean out the other pipe. All right, well, pulling on this bucket, it keeps pulling this tooth off on this side, or whatever you call this. You can see there's a big gap here, and on the other side here there's not a gap. Let's see how bad this one is. Yeah, see, that one's pretty tight, no gap there, but there is on this side. And so it gets when I pull, it just yanks it, and this just comes completely off. Either this is not coming all the way down as it should, but you know, it is all the way down. Yeah, I either need a longer pin or I just need to bend this up. Maybe put another piece of metal in here. Just maybe that's what I'll do. I don't want to. I'm not going to be able to bend that. That's all right. That's what I'm going to do. All right, this is what I'm thinking. I cut it off here with left the little lip right there. So it's probably, you know, 3/8 to an inch, maybe 1/2 inch, but I can always trim it down if it's too high. So yeah, as soon as I start talking, the blower starts going. Yeah, I'm just gonna clean it up, put it right there, and see if we can weld that in place. Not my best work, but it'll do. All right, you can see got a little lip on there, and it looks to be just about the perfect fit. If this comes out, I don't think it's going anywhere, so let's get back to work. All right, that is plenty deep. It's you know, it's probably a foot, but I'm going to clean it out a little bit to get it a little bit deeper. But frankly, that's as far as I need to go. I've seen this pipe lay on top of the ground outside, and still, even at 0-degree temperature, barely freezes. Not really a straight line, but so you might be wondering why am I not using a trench digger instead of this skid steer? It'd be so much easier. And you're exactly right, it would be so much easier if I had just got a little trencher. It'd do less damage to the lawn. But anyway, I want to get this done today. Didn't want to rent anything. This is why I'm using this attachment here. Doesn't do that great, but I'm almost finished with this one line. I think I'll clean it out a little bit here for the turn, and then maybe just lay the rest of this pipe in here. Okay, I've got this glued up all the way down there. So I'm gonna see if I can throw this in the ditch here. And let's see. Got a little bit of a bend here. But this is flexible enough to bend around there, no problem at all. I just got finished digging most of this out. Let me show you where it goes all the way back to the beginning. Let's just walk this line real quick. I've got to clean up a little bit more here, obviously. There's a couple lines here that go underneath the house there I did yesterday. I didn't take you through all that. It wasn't too bad getting through the driveway here. I went down about 8 inches probably, maybe 6 in some of these spots, but it'll be fine. and then right there. And then the other line goes there, all the way over there. Yeah, quite a few rocks I pulled out of here. In Middle Tennessee, rocks everywhere. If you're gonna do any construction, you need a rock hammer at the very least. So what I'm gonna do now is clean up these roots a little bit, dig this out by hand, probably right here, and then I'm gonna start laying my pipe. And the last thing is we'll put these hydrants on. Got 2 hydrants. Once we get that on, we're pretty much finished. I do need to reserve some time for hunting this afternoon. It is peak rut, November 20th in Middle Tennessee. It's the time to get in the woods. So you might also be wondering how this little excavator works. It's an excavator attachment on this skid steer. Well, you know, it would work great if we didn't have rocks and roots in Middle Tennessee. But it's not all that heavy duty, right? And so the weight of the excavator, you know, pulling on this could easily tear this apart. So I got to be very careful when I hit a big rock. You've seen here, I've reinforced this in the past because I bent this bucket before. So far I haven't broken any teeth or bent this at all, even though I did a really crappy job of welding it on here. Needless to say, it's getting the job done. I would prefer to have just a trencher, but honestly a trencher would hit so many rocks and roots that it wouldn't do very well in here at all. So a mini X probably would be best. I could use that excavator over there, but that bucket is 24 inches wide, and you know, I didn't want that big of a damage here, but you know, and it's out of commission anyway. But you know, after, you know, doing this after the fact, I think that would be the easiest and fastest way to go with that excavator with all these rocks in here. But anyway, this only cost me about I think it was like 1,500 bucks. You know, it wasn't that expensive. And if I ever break this, I could modify this this into something else, some other attachment, you know, at some point, which I might, since I do have that excavator over there. But I'd love to know, what do you think I could make out of this? I really like to have an auger on this machine. I think that would be most useful, digging plants, post hole digger of some sort, or, you know, putting trees in the ground. I would probably purchase one of those. Well, I've gotten all the way right here. I have 2 pieces left, which is going to get me to there, to there. I'm going to need at least 2 more pieces. How did I measure? I mean, I'm off like 50 feet. And I ordered extra. Well, honestly, all I did was I hiked it out. I guess my yards are too long. I'm walking too big. 3.5 foot steps. Okay, well, in any case, got to go back to the store. All right, I am planning on coming back and putting a bag of concrete right around here, and plumb that up and make it nice and vertical. But I'm gonna do that after I do the water test. I got one more I gotta do, so let's go do that now. It's over there. One completely plumbed in here. Still gotta cover this up. I'll do that in the next couple days. I would hate to turn this on and there be a leak after I've covered it up. So I'm definitely going to pressure test this before I cover it up. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. No. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Off you go. Off you go. I think I'm going to use this old connector that I took out from the previous line. Does anybody need any geese in Middle Tennessee? Pressure. Okay. Trying to form a little box around there. Turn that on. Hold it up like that. I just put that valve way too close. I should have put it way down here so I could concrete this in, or at least the top part. You don't want to concrete the weep hole down at the bottom, but the top part, you know, maybe I don't. By the time I put dirt around here, maybe it'll be solid enough. I'm gonna turn on the water. Pressure test this thing. All right, here we are under the house. Let's turn this guy on. I'm gonna turn this on. And like, anyways. All right, should be a lot of air in here. Whoa! Turn that off. Now we should be pressurized. All right, I'll let that sit for a few minutes. Check all these connections. If we're not leaking, then we're gonna call it good. All right, well, there you have it. I think that's about as good as I can do with this skid steer here. Have tons of rocks. Can't get in here with the skid steer. I'll probably just cover this up by hand. And yeah, look at all these rocks I pulled out of here. So that's not going back in there, which means I got to find some dirt. It's the next day. This is not very hard. Look at that. Why has that taken so long to even harden up? Look at that water pressure. Holy moly. It's the middle of winter now. It's been a few months. It's actually pretty cold out here right now. We've got ice on the ground. We actually had some snow last night. I think it might even be coming down a little bit right now. Yeah, see, there's a little snow on the roof. Here's an update. We're all finished with this. And hopefully grass will grow around here. Yeah, I love this thing. We got well water this close to the house. This water is probably better water without all the chlorine and fluoride or chemicals, whatever junk is in the tap water. So I might actually use some of this for drinking water, run it through a filter. Probably really good. Great thing about having a hydrant like this too out in the winter when it's frozen like this, you can turn this on and guess what, you still get tons of water. So yeah, there you go. That will work all seasons. I'm pretty sure this path will by the summertime completely close up, so I will publish this video probably now so you won't see that. All right, so let's check out this other one. It's on the outside of this chicken run right here, and these bricks aren't doing anything, but this is hardened up and it's gotten pretty sturdy. Pretty sure this water line is frozen in here, so I'm not going to turn this on because there's not going to be any water coming out of there. Yeah, look at this. Let's see if the chicks have any water. Oh, they can't even get out this morning because this door didn't open up all the way. Oh man, sometimes technology fails you. Look at this. Sorry guys, let me fix this. Oh. It's got this sensor, so if the chickens are in here, it won't close on them, but I think it detects some debris in here. It doesn't open and close all the way, so let's see if it'll open. There we go. You guys are free to come out. Sorry about that. I guess it's only fitting that I talk over the geese for this outro. That is free water from the well, that is. Hopefully use that for our garden over here eventually. Once we you know, have a real garden, we can water it, not worry about our bill. Get plenty of pressure. I might expand these lines later to more parts on the property. Maybe to a pond, maybe in the front of the property, who knows. It was pretty simple and pretty low cost. Anyway, I will enjoy having water out here, and appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you on the next one.